haven't eaten any Halloween candy, but I should. No, I shouldn't, because I'm old and it doesn't agree with my stomach anymore. Hello and welcome back to the Miscellaneous channel where we do miscellaneous things. I'm Lenny. I typically cover pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things on this channel, so subscribe if that's your vibe. Although for you, Halloween has passed already. For me, I'm filming this the night of Halloween, so spooky. Since I cover pop culture, I wanted to recap and rate and review all of the celebrity and influencer Halloween costumes that came across my timeline this year. But first things first, how was your Halloween? I would love to hear about it in the comments below. I dressed up with my boyfriend Cameron as the Fairly Odd Parents. We were Cosmo and Wanda. My friend had a game night where we went dressed up too, and I was crafting all frickin' day for our props, so our little crown, our wings, and our wands. That took me all day, and it was like these tiny little props that it didn't seem like it would take that long, but it did. Made a huge mess and spent all day today cleaning up. So my Halloween has not been very eventful, especially the day of, but last night was fun with our costumes. But since I worked so hard on my costume, I have earned the right to judge the celebrities. So I've compiled all of the celebrities, and YouTubers and influencers are included in this too. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure I missed several. Celebrities really do the most for Halloween, and it's truly different when you have a whole glam squad and budget. So I'm gonna judge harshly because I know these famous people have a budget, and if they're not being creative or low effort, I'm gonna call it out. I think at the end I'm gonna do like little superlatives, maybe for most spooky, most funny, most fierce, and most sexy. I think those are good categories. Oh, and most creative. Let's do 5. I hope I remember those categories at the end. But let's just get into it. First up, we have Chloe Bailey of Chloe and Halle. We don't know what Halle was. I didn't see Halle post a costume, but Chloe really went all out. And Chloe is channeling a little bit of Halle and Little Mermaidness in her first look. It is the sexy fish from Shark Tale. I forget her name, but she's played by Angelina Jolie. I feel like this year I saw a pattern of like a lot of deep cuts. And I feel like we're starting off with one. It's like a random character from like a really random movie. But this is a very sexy one. Definitely goes in the sexy category. And as far as the costume goes, it is simple, but it is done really on point. Then Chloe did another look, and that was Betty Boop. So this one's a little less creative, but it was executed really beautifully. I also noticed a lot of celebrities that did one high glam costume, did multiple for some reason. So Chloe is one of them, and she did 2 great looks. And I think for me the standout here is the hair. The hair is very cute. This was the most overdone costume this year, I would say, and for that I don't love anyone doing this look. It feels like a cop-out because it's just so easy. So this is Lee Yu-mi. She has permission to do this, fine. She is the actress from the Squid Game. So this costume's from the Squid Game, and the actress, she acted in it. Whatever, I can't speak. I can sort of give her a pass for this, but it's just like, you're not tired of your own show. I guess she wasn't in the show that much, spoiler alert. Next we have another Squid Game one, and this is Kim Chi and Eugene Lee Yang, this is the only look I have for Eugene in this list, but he does like so many looks, and he often just does kind of drag looks here and there. He's one of the Try Guys, I believe. I don't follow them too close. And he did a whole thing where he played Se-byuk from Squid Game, so the main girl character. This photo I really like because it's with Kim Chi playing the same girl, the red light, green light robot. And this one I like because the scale of the doll like fits better. It's more draggy and I like that. It's not like she went simple with this look. And next we have Bretman Rock. I love Bretman Rock. He's so funny, and he always does a costume with his little niece. This I don't get it this year, but this one is from Demon Slayer, I believe, and she's dressed as the girl with the thing in her mouth, which I'm just like, who is that? Why does she have a thing in her mouth? Someone please explain in the comments. And he is the one with this pig boar head thing. Okay, next we have Tyler Oakley, who I know isn't like that famous anymore. No shade to Tyler. But he was one of the OG YouTubers and is now a Twitch streamer. And I just thought it was so funny. He did a lot of costumes for his Twitch that week leading up to Halloween, and I just thought the Steve was so accurate, and I was like, when it came across my feed, I had to do a double take because I thought it was actually Steve, and I was like, what? Okay, next we have Ciara. She's another one that did multiple and high glam photo shoots. So Ciara did Selena, and she killed it with the Selena look. She has the classic jumpsuit. She has the photos edited to look like that time period. And then she also did another musical artist from the 90s. I guess that was her theme. Ciara dressed as TLC, and she dressed as all three of them. So she did awesome. I'm trying to see. This picture is not the best quality, but she killed it. Like, she got the poses exact, the outfits. She did great on all 4 looks, so the TLC and the Selena. Okay, next we have Kendall Jenner, and I think she looks good, but clearly like some fashion designer or art director did this. Like it seems like she's just modeling a costume that someone else designed. And also this corpse bride one, like where is the corpse? It's abstract. I'm not into it. Like, she doesn't have the dress. She is kind of blue, but not all the way. And then there's one photo where she's not blue at all. And that means she's just wearing white lingerie. I don't like this. I don't like this. I think it's bad. This other one, though, with the... I'm sorry, I don't know the reference. I'm not cultured about old movies and stuff. But I like the red look better. It's like from some campy movie, it looks like, and it's kind of spooky with the one with the teeth. But again, it just feels like she's modeling a look that a designer put on her. Like, it wasn't like her idea. I don't know if it might have been, but I don't think it was her idea. And the Corpse Bride one is just a flop for me. Okay, next, oh no, okay, Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts, girl, what is this? Like, she's just, the effort is minimal here. So I'm confused because it looks like they're on a Squid Game themed party. Look at the photo, the background. It has the red light, green light robot and the guards on the sides. And she's with some guy dressed, I don't know if, I hope this guy's not famous and I'm like shading him, but I don't know who this guy is. Maybe it's her husband or boyfriend, whatever. He's dressed as Squid Game as a player, and Emma Roberts is just a clown. Sorry, my phone fell all over the place. Okay, she's dressed as a sad clown. Not sad, just like lame in my opinion. This is a lame costume. I think at the end I'm gonna give out most lame, and she is a contender. Best flop, we got Kendall Jenner and Emma Roberts on the list for best flop so far. And I just hate that she didn't do any effort with the makeup. Like, makeup is such an easy thing, like for doing clown makeup of any kind, like even a little bit. She doesn't even have any makeup on, like on her eyes, so I don't know what this is. I don't know who maybe she is a character from something. So if you know what character she is, let me know, but if she's just a clown, then this is quite the flop. And this guy, he looks like the bully character on Squid Game. He looks like the rude guy. What's his name? I forgot his name, but he's the bully. But he's player 1? That's the old man. He is all over the place. To be fair, this isn't like a glam photo shoot type costume. This is like, seems like they're at an event. So I don't know who this is. But this costume came across my timeline and I was gagged. It was so good. It's Avatar Aang, and It was posted by @TheOddity. She had like some other screen name on top of it that didn't give me her name. So I don't know. I don't know what her name is. But this costume is amazing. I feel like she might be some sort of model or actress. She said something about the People's Choice Awards in her screen name. @TheOddity on Twitter. This costume is gorgeous, and it's just like the pose and the makeup. It's simple but so well executed. Okay, next we have Rebecca Black, who I believe this is Sexy Jigsaw. I'm assuming Jigsaw is the creepy thing from Saw, but she's sexy. I don't think he's sexy in the movie. Let me know if he is. I think this one's a little low effort, Miss Rebecca Black. I think all of the budget went to the chainsaw. And the rest of the outfit got a little forgotten because it's just lingerie and a blazer with a neck thing. Mostly I'm like whelmed by the makeup. Like it feels like she could have done more with the makeup. Even just by her own skills, I think she could have pulled something better out. But I like the hair, and yeah, the chainsaw seems random to me, but maybe this character has a chainsaw as part of his thing. I'm not quite sure. Next we have the Riverdale women, two of the Riverdale women, Camila Mendez and Madeline Pesh. I don't know her name. I find this costume very basic. I do feel like it's polished in how they did it. They still look good, and it's still like cute, but it's just underwhelming for me. Like, also even like their poses in the photo where they're supposed to be giving emotion, it's very like, come on, give us nothing. Like, okay, next we have two of the members of Blackpink, the K-pop band. One of them is the Squid Game red light, green light robot, and that's Lisa. I don't find this very creative. It feels low effort and last minute, like I've said. But I find Jisoo's costume to be really funny. She's dressed as Lisa. It's just a funny choice of her to do. Okay, next we have Ariana Grande, who went all out with this creature of the Black Lagoon, Miss Creature from the Black Lagoon. And she had all these edited photos of her as the monster from the lagoon. She has one photo with, I'm assuming, her husband now, but he looks random as hell in this because he's just like a guy. But anyway, this is very beautiful. I think the editing of the poster especially is really cute. But I saw this other photo of Ariana Grande at Joan Grande's Halloween party, and she just dressed with a basic ass black mask. It literally looks like from the Dangerous Woman era that she had, where she had like the mask and the bunny ears. And I'm just like, see, the photo shoot is just the one for the pose, and then when these celebrities actually go to the Halloween party, they look so basic as hell, like Emma Roberts did. The person who posted these photos is Glozell. Talking about Frankie Grande, like, this feels so early YouTube. Maybe she was dressed up as her, what if the theme, girl, I think I figured it out. What if the theme of this party was dress like how you were in 2010? Because Glozell also, she's like all green. I feel like that was her thing. Wasn't her thing to have like green lipstick back then? I think I cracked the code. Dalton looks high as fuck, and like he didn't dress up at all, to be honest. Maybe that's what he looked like in 2010. Okay, next we have Doja Cat, who, she always slays it, honestly. Just in general, I mean, I don't know what she does on Halloweens typically. She is the hot assistant to the mayor from Powerpuff Girls, Miss Bellum, and I just think this is a cute and clever one. This is another one that's like a deep cut type character, but everyone knows it. This is a great one to do when you're trying to do like a sexy costume, but more creative. She has the little mayor on her. I don't know where she got that plushie. I think that's, honestly, I don't know where I would get that plushie. That's cute, and she did the whole hair hiding the face. This is a great one. I liked it. I think it was a good deep cut. Okay, next I have Janelle Monáe, and I'm amazed. Like, it feels like she got the actual makeup artist from the Grinch movie. Like, I would not be able to tell this apart from the actual Grinch, like the Jim Carrey movie one. I'm confused. I'm just like, is this the announcement that she's the new Grinch? Like, it just feels too like official and perfect. And also like it could be anybody. Like I guess I can recognize her eyes, but like I would not know who this is. I would, if you showed me this picture, I would just say it's Jim Carrey just by default. I like that she did a lot of like mundane poses for the Grinch. I need a category for good special effects. Okay, next we have Trevor Noah as the Weeknd. This is alright. I think it was a little low effort. I think he just was banking on his looks. He got it pretty on point, and he looks like him, but it just feels like not the most exciting. Okay, next we have Genie Mai as Kim Kardashian pregnant at the Met Gala. It was the year she looked like a couch. I forgot what the theme was that year, but she's like in that floral pattern. If you don't know who Genie Mai is, she's on The Real. It's like one of those talk shows. It's honestly like The View, but for minorities. I watch it here and there. It comes on after Wendy. I think she's actually pregnant. Actually, I think I saw her announce it on the show that she was pregnant. And she was like anti-children for a long time, so her co-hosts were shocked. Anyway, next we have Pablo Vitar as Carrie. I think this execution is really great. I think Carrie is one of those that's like overdone, unfortunately. It's done a lot, not even on Halloween, like Olivia Rodrigo's inspiration and the Courtney Love one from back in the day. Its imagery is referenced a ton. But Pablo Vitar, I think, did a really good job. She looks glamorous. This was my favorite Carrie I saw. If you don't know Pablo Vitar, I'm not sure what pronoun she uses in drag, but she is a pop star who is also like a drag queen, and she's from Brazil, I believe. Next we have Harry Styles, which like, okay. Y'all know I'm a fan of Harry Styles. I was a directioner back in the day. But this costume is just like, okay, he took the but make it fashion assignment too serious. Like, he is supposed to be Dorothy, but it just looks like a fashion editorial, which is fine, and it's very like on brand for him, but it just feels very like expected for Harry Styles. I want to challenge him to think outside the box. Okay, next we have Conan Gray and Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know who Conan Gray is. I feel like I should know who Conan Gray is. I have no idea. Who are they? I don't know. And Olivia Rodrigo. They're kind of cuddly here. I don't know if there's a situation. I thought she had a boyfriend that was like a stoner, old guy looking guy. I hope not, because I didn't like that. She was an old guy. Anyway, so I don't know who she is. I tried to look in the comments. No one knew. It was a bunch of kids saying Olivia stan or ended Sabrina, Saflopna. Y'all know the stands in the comments are being dumb. I did finally see a tweet about who she was. It was something about either Elvira or Scarface or both. But, bitch, Olivia Rodrigo does not know this reference. She was put in this by some stylist to be glamorous. I'm not buying it. She's a child. She doesn't know about Scarface. She was born in like 2003 or 2004. Like, she's not referencing old ass movies. I'm sorry. Not by her own ideas. She looks good, but she went a little too glam, I think. She could have pushed the envelope a little. Especially since they were really trying to sell her as like an emo queen. They could have really gone there. Okay, next. Oh my god. This is wild. This is Adam Rippon, and he did Nicki Minaj, cousin's friend with the swollen testicles in Trinidad. Girl, I don't know if this is appropriate. This one is a risque comedy costume. The balls are gross. I don't like looking at them. He has a vaccination card on him that say silly things on it. He has the Barb national flag behind him, so I assume he is a fan. This is a clever one. I did not expect it, and I did laugh. Okay, next I have BB Rexa, who actually kind of gagged me with this one. I didn't know who this was when I saw it, first of all. BB Rexa is one of those pop stars that I feel like she hasn't found like her defining thing about her. I mean, I think she's always blonde, but she needs something more to be more recognizable. Like Ava Max did the haircut. That's how drastic you gotta be sometimes to be recognized. So anyway, I didn't know who this was. At first I was like, I didn't know it was a costume. I didn't know it was a celebrity costume. I thought it was just a photo. But no, this is Bebe Rexha, and she is doing Anna Nicole Smith's wedding photo. The photo seemed a little familiar, like somewhere in my brain. And then I saw the reference photo and I was like, yeah, that. But this is fierce. And she looks amazing. This is the best she's ever looked. Of course, I imagine there's a little Photoshop action here, but her face looks pretty stunning. Go off. And the craziest thing about this is she must have hired some old guy to be in this photo, because where'd she just get an old guy from? And if it's like her grandfather, that'd be weird to do a photo shoot with him. So I feel like she just hired some old guy, which is wild. Okay, next we have Taylor Lautner, which, like, where the hell have you been, loco? We haven't seen him anywhere, have we? Oh my god. I don't even know what he is. I'm happy he's here, but I don't know who he is. Maybe they're from a show. So he just looks like he's a cowboy. A campy one. He has his shirt open. He still has abs. He's wanting to show them off to us. And he looks great. Good for him. And his girlfriend, I don't know who she is, but her name's also Taylor. Can you believe? Taylor again? Everybody is named Taylor. I don't know who she is either. She kind of looks like one of the girls from The Shining. But I don't think she would just do that by herself without a twin. Because the whole thing is that they're twins. They're probably from a show. Tell me if you recognize these costumes, because I have no idea. He just seems like a cowboy stripper to me. I wonder what he's up to. I just want to hear from him. Like, I want him to start a podcast or something. Actually, I take that back. I don't know if he's interesting. If he's interesting, I want him to start a podcast. Okay, next, this is a deep cut. This is Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo's Nemesis, I guess. She is playing Lola Step from Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with Lindsay Lohan in one of her iconic outfits from the movie. I love this. This is a hella deep cut. Like, I feel like no one would get it except people exactly like on my wavelength. This movie is so underrated. It makes me so upset. So if you have Disney Plus, go watch it. And it's like the campiest teen movie. Also, it's about like stan culture before it was like a thing. So it's a great movie. Okay, next we have Taylor Swift as a squirrel. I think this one's cute. It fits in her little cottagecore era that she's in. I don't know if she's in it forever, but possibly, probably. But I like that she went more quirky rather than like glam or sexy. It fits her like cozy vibe of now. Not the most creative or show-stopping ever. I mean, it's just a suit, so it's like there wasn't much that went into the look. Okay, next we have Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. The tweet I saw was labeling this as a Day of the Dead look, not a Halloween look, so they might be dressed up for actual Dia de los Muertos, but this doesn't look good. This makeup, it is so basic. Like, her eyeliner, the line work, all messy. It's not good. I did this type of face. I know I always talk about it because it's one of my most elaborate makeup looks. And it wasn't like the best ever, but I'm just a regular person and I got something good out of it. Like, this is so basic. They didn't try that hard. And their costumes, like their attire, looks like costume material, not like traditional material. Like, look at his white shirt. It's like shiny like satin. Like, that's not what they look like. It's giving cheap. It's giving costume when this isn't. I don't know if they were supposed to be doing costume for this. And finally, our last look, and one of my favorites, was Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner and some other girl. I don't know who. They did Pablo and Isabella and Lizzie McGuire. Girl, I love this. I love people that do the Lizzie McGuire and Isabella duo. And I don't usually see a Pablo with them because I feel like most men don't respect the Lizzie McGuire movie for the masterpiece that it is. And Hilary Duff commented on their post and said, "I'm screaming." So those are all the celebrity costumes that I gathered. I'm sure I'm gonna see more costumes out there and regret not putting them on the list. We need to do superlatives. I forgot. So I'd say most sexy, the contenders for me are Chloe Bailey, Doja Cat. Okay, that's it. Chloe Bailey and Doja Cat. So I think I'm going to give it to Chloe Bailey because she did do 2 very sexy looks and she executed them very flawlessly. I think most fierce, I think I'm going to give it to BB Rexa because this photo is just so fierce and it just radiates that energy. It has a lot of attention to detail and she looks gorgeous. So I'm going to give BB Rexa most fierce. That was a twist I did not see coming. Most funny. I think this one's one of the easiest. I mean, Taylor Lautner's kind of funny, but for the wrong reasons. I'm going to give most funny to Adam Rippon as Nicki Minaj's friend's cousin. I think that was very clever and funny. One of the most like comedy-centric ones. Next we have most spooky. And there weren't a lot of spooky costumes I saw. I guess Rebecca Black's on there. She's in the sexy category, but spooky for Jigsaw from Saw. Carrie is a little spooky, so Pablo Vitar is in that category. But I'm gonna have to give most spooky to Ariana Grande. Not her real costume at the party, but her photo shoot costume because she's like the creepy Black Lagoon creature. And then finally, most creative. That's a hard one because it's just like a lot of them are very creative. I think I'll give most creative to Ciara. I just think she did a lot of looks and they were very beautifully executed. It's hard though. I'll add Doja Cat as well because that was a funny character to do as sexy and unexpected character. And finally, biggest flop, the best category. So in the biggest flop category, I would put Emma Roberts, Taylor Lautner, because what is that? And Sean and Camila Cabello. I can't get over Sean and Camila's makeup. Like, it is just, I'm just shocked. Like, I think Sean and Camila get my biggest flop. So, good job, everybody. Those are my Halloween awards. I was about to sign off the whole video without doing them, so glad I remembered. Sorry, I'm not in my setup anymore, but I just saw a couple of other celebrity Halloween costumes. And I saw Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom dressed as, like, doctors and the vaccine, I guess. It feels, like, very chuggy of them. I don't know why, but it gives me chuggy vibes. And then I forgot they were together. Like, completely forgot they were together. Katy Perry, they're so random. I hate them. Whatever. And then I forgot. I think I didn't put Lizzo on my list. I think I might have put it in the wrong document on my notes. So I didn't mention Lizzo, and I just remembered, like, she did several costumes. She did do the Squid Game robot girl, so, like, that one's kind of basic, but she did Baby Yoda, and it was so funny, and, like, no one recognized her, and it looked like a fun time, so she was kind of, like, surprising people with her costumes. Oh my gosh, y'all, I just realized I missed, like, a chunk of my notes, so I missed a few celebrities completely. So, like, Cardi B and Charlie XCX, who both did Morticia Addams, not together or anything, just they both happened to do Morticia Addams. And Lil Nas X did this was a hella deep cut, the basketball guy from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Like, who remembers that? Like, I remember him, Seth Powers, and that's pretty funny that he did that. Sorry I missed those big celebrities. Okay, this is the final update. I realized that the discrepancy in my notes was because of Kendall Jenner, and I won't elaborate further. Those were the celebrity and influencer Halloween costumes for 2021. Please let me know what your favorites and least favorites were that you saw here or out there. I would love to hear about it and look it up if I haven't seen them. Let me know what you were for Halloween. I was the Fairly Odd Parents with Cameron. Let me show y'all my little crown I made for Fairly Odd Parents. I made us little crowns and wands. This is my Fairly Odd Parents look. How was your Halloween? I hope it was great. I like having this to point. I should bring this out more often. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I put out new videos twice a week usually about pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things. And you can follow me at Miscellaneous on Instagram or Twitter to find out about new videos, or just turn on the bell notification here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.